Maris.co.uk.
Take the easy way to 5 a day.
Have you any idea what they're talking about?
Veg sale. Enjoy local Maris Piper potatoes, 2 kilograms, now 89p.
What are you going to do?
You're going to share with the group?
What are you going to do with talking with each other?
Enjoy local carrots, 1 kilogram, only 50p.
Talk over each other. That's what we always do. Just talk away. I'm not letting you talk.
But you never do.
It's my show, you're not talking.
But I can change. It's too loud in my ears.
But you're deaf.
I know, but it's still too loud.
It's not, couldn't be too loud.
It's too loud.
Well,
Do you want my ears?
there's no volume control. Let me hear you. Let me hear you. They are loud.
Told you.
But that's your headphones being loud. It's not I can do. Get a pair of less sensitive headphones. They're just loud headphones. Keep one of your own. Keep one of your own.
What?
Keep one of your own. No, like ABBA singing. Eh, Mamma Mia.
But then this ear's loud.
Jesus Christ.
Right, I'm putting it into the deck.
There's so much fun at Junction 1 Antrim. This half term, get your pictures taken in our amazing delighted inflatable snow globe. Plus, you could win a
Where's the doodle?
Get out.
and a £50 voucher for We Are Vertigo. Get your skates on and head to Junction 1 from the 17th to the 19th of February. Visit junction1.co.uk.
Jolly Hero, where great music lives.
I'm going to strangle her. I haven't started yet. Running around. And by the way, we're live on Facebook. And if you'd have been watching it a wee bit, you'd have seen Linda being very diva-like. My headphones need to be this and do that, and you know, and then she's running around changing.
But you always want to choke me, and it's not very nice.
Right. Okay. What are you going to talk about? Trainspotting?
Oh, sorry. Oh, yes, sorry. Yes, Trainspotting. But that's not what I wanted to talk to you about.
Right.
So
it is the film review slot after all.
So on Saturday, this is something that, and I'd love to know.
Hold on, guys. Get the camera. U105 branded buns. See that there? How long do you think that's going to last in here? It was like throwing baps to bears earlier on. You want to sing them? You know? Not that a bear does
Baps.
that, but
Reads the baps.
right. So
So
anyway,
anyway, you know, sometimes you don't know.
do you get your listening figures?
No, not
I
yet.
got mine. Ha!
Because
Because remember the last time I told
Yes.
you that they went down a bit?
Yes.
We took a hit and I was kind of running around with my head down.
Yes.
Well, I've got my head up today.
Okay, good. I believe you were very good.
Go ahead.
Good. Are you going to let me speak?
Bye.
Because this is a wee bit of a story.
Go ahead. I can eat my bun.
All right.
How does an elephant ask for a bun?
I don't know why.
No. Can I have a bun, please? It's a visual one, folks. Go ahead.
Anyway, so you know, sometimes you don't know what you're going to do in a certain situation or whatever situation, and you just have to improvise. So on Saturday after the work in the shop, I was meant to deliver a garment to a girl who was going out that night.
Yes.
So I get into the car. Originally her address was put on the bag of the shop. I get into the car. No ticket, no address.
You lost the ticket.
Yes.
Right.
So I went back, checked the car park, checked everywhere, couldn't find the ticket. So I thought, what am I going to do? This girl really needs this. I half remember the first part of the address, right?
It had a number in it.
It did. Well, it did have a number in it, and I remember.
No, it didn't have it.
I remembered
An address with a number in
I
it.
remembered the first 4 letters of the address, and I knew where it was sort of what it was. So what I did was, well, do you know what? This isn't that hard. I'll go up to all the streets round about that area that have this, that start off with this address. So
Right.
it could be up the hill street, but that's not the address.
Okay.
So right, up the hill street, up the hill bank, up the hill close, up the hill do that, right? So I thought, and I thought I knew the number. So on round for an hour and a half, all these streets
Right.
with the first part of the address and the number, except all those streets didn't have the number, so the numbers didn't go up that high.
Right.
And I decided,
Can I go on my holidays, or is this story going to be
no,
over
hold on
soon?
a minute. So then I decided what I'll do is I'll take the bag from the shop, I'll put it on the windscreen, put the window wiper over it, and go really, really slow and start looking in houses. So that's what I did for an hour and a half, and I couldn't find the person with with the garment. So if anybody on that street on Saturday night round about until 7:10 saw a car slowly driving around and getting out and looking in windows, it was me.
Right. Did the girl eventually get her garment?
Well, the thing is, she was amazing. So her name is Charlene. She came into the shop today,
Charlene?
and she was just you know somebody who's just so generous in spirit. She was lovely. Anybody else would have threw.
Because I spoke to you on Saturday, you were in a bit of a state about,
I was about
not being able to get that
getting
girl's
that girl
garment.
that item. But,
All right.
And the thing is, I had the number wrong as well. So
You didn't know the street number,
No,
and you
address.
didn't know the actual street.
No.
And you expected to find it.
Yes.
That's a woman for you. I mean, that's... And I was going to say, why didn't you stop and ask for directions? But you didn't even know where you were going.
And I didn't know the girl's name.
So you couldn't even rap a door and say, listen, do you know Big Sadie lives around here?
No, it was just...
She's a size 10 because I have her address in the car.
No, this is the thing. So I had another ticket and my mum had forgotten to write her name on it.
Only you would go looking for someone and you didn't know their name, the house number or the street.
No.
You would as well stand at the city hall waving the bag around your head. Anybody own this? Were you in the sewing box? Yeah, this is your address.
So thank you very much to Charlene, because you're absolutely amazing. That was really, she was just so lovely, and anybody else I think would have been really,
You
really
are
bad.
blonde. You're a real blonde.
But I don't understand why that didn't work.
Right, okay. Anyway,
I've something else to ask you.
go ahead.
Right, have you ever looked in the mirror and your eyes don't look like your own?
You've said this before.
Because that's what happened to me today. Don't look at my eyes. I looked in the mirror today, but the thing is, I went over to my mum and I said to my mum, Mum, my eyes don't look like my own. She told me to clear off.
Yes, clear off. You have no sympathy in here for being wired up.
So what I did was I went into the toilets and checked in the shop in the different mirrors till I looked like myself, and then I felt better to come round here, because otherwise if I hadn't found a mirror that looked like myself, I just would have felt awful.
You,
Do fellas not get that?
I don't think there's anybody gets that.
Do you not get a nice mirror? If you see somewhere
A
that
nice
has a nice
mirror?
mirror and you go, oh, that's a good mirror, I'll go back there.
Now, some big shops use trick mirrors to make you look skinny and all. Oh, aye.
I want one of those.
They make the concave,
Really?
they're slightly concaved, so that no matter what you try on, you look great. And I go, whoa.
Really?
Yeah. And then you get at home and you go, it looks like a bag of potatoes.
Really? I
You
didn't
look great
know
in the
that.
shop.
Are they allowed to do
So,
that?
yeah. So what you should do is, never mind buying garments, go down to the shop and buy one of the mirrors and carry it about you. Don't look at me there, look at me there. Class looking. Right, we're actually looking at the people live commenting on Facebook. Margaret McCrory, Annie MacDonald, Michelle Frew, Sharon Vennard, among the people who are commenting. I've got to say, Annie MacDonald says, you're a nut. I presume she's not speaking to me. By the way,
You.
we got in a bit of trouble.
Oh.
Do you remember on Saturday night, I walked into your show because I was at a loose end, all right? So I was bored, and I thought, I'll get bored properly and go down to Arlinda. And we were talking about Lisa.
What am I laughing at?
We were talking about Lisa, my better half, folks, okay? So she wasn't too happy.
No,
Wasn't too happy about us talking
not
about her.
surprised.
And just generally about things that I've said about her in the past on the air. I did hint that she was waiting on me coming in. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So I'm trying to find out. What dates did I? I'm trying to find out. We did get a recording of her actually speaking. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So have a listen. It's not going to play.
Yeah, were you talking about me? I heard you on the radio. Now your sister, I thought she was supposed to be a friend of mine, and I do not stand waiting for you to come in drunk. I wasn't standing with my arms folded. You're an absolute disgrace. When you get home tonight, if I want to have another couple of drinks, I'll be ready for you. Don't you worry. And you needn't think you're getting into that. You're sleeping in the car. Telling you, don't start me tonight. I'm honest with you. And don't talk about me on the radio anymore, because I'm going to get the hold of you, and that'll be the end of you.
Right, so that was your mate, my ex-wife. Oh, my head's sore again. Dear me. Right. Oh,
They say about phone rings whenever we stop
phone
talking.
rings, I'm throwing it in a bin.
You're
That
out.
phone's going to be,
I hope you said
nuclear threat if it goes off.
I hope you said bye-bye to the dog and the kids.
Yeah, right, okay.
Nobody gets away with the stuff you get away with.
I go way on that. I don't get away with it. You don't see the abuse I get. Behind closed doors, I get bit stupid.
Oh, there's a phone going!
Say nothing. Right. Oh, she must feel bad.
There's a picture.
And he said, it wasn't me. It was her. And she let on to be you and all. Did all the actions. Dear, oh, right, we're in trouble. Anyway,
These Aussie
I have
chests.
to. I was talking to some folks last night, and you know, way we talk about American tourists coming here. God bless them, our cousins are Yanks.
Yes.
But you know how they get the wrong end of the stick and everything else. You know, like Craig Evans, Craig Vaughan, and they get the bus to Ligoniel instead of Ligoniel. Well, never mind the language barriers. The guy was talking about a couple of American relatives, cousins, staying up in West Belfast back in the 70s. You know, staying in the house, and tradition as it was then, if there was any trouble in the area, you know, when the army and all were coming into the area, the old dolls used to go out and rattle bin lids, you know, in the streets, you know. So the American visitors are sitting there and the good china's out, you know, sitting having a cup of tea, 2 sugars and all, you know. No, we don't. Coffee? What's coffee? Drink tea and lick it, you know. And all of a sudden, it's going on outside, you know. And they're going, what's that? What's that? And the guy in the house put his head out the window and says, they're out with the bin lids. There's a rat down the road. And the American says, what else are they saying? You know, that was jungle drums. There was all those messages being, you know, relayed by bin lid. Right. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yes.
Trainspotting.
Yes. Trainspotting. So this is 20 years after the first Trainspotting for anybody that's seen it.
Yeah.
And all the members of this, Ewan McGregor.
I don't want to know about the actors. Just tell me, is it any good? We'll know
Yes,
about
I
Trainspotting.
thought
It was in Edinburgh. It was all the
yeah. It's 20 years later, and I thought it was very good. And it's about them getting together 20 years later, although, you know, not in a poly type of way. It's what happens to you 20 years later. Not to everybody, though, but it was good.
Sorry,
I give it a 9.
I have to hold my hand
You
up.
turned
here.
off.
No, I wasn't listening.
I know you
I thought I was talking to my wife. I was just nodding and all, and the guy was filming. I was just going, just thinking about something else totally.
Well, first of all, you wouldn't let me tell you about it, and then
Right.
you
No,
ignored
I
it.
just thought
So
I
anyway,
just went on the autopilot. You're like, man, yeah. All right, see you later.
It's not
What
going.
did I ask you to get in the shop? I have to go to the shop. What shop? So
So it's not.
Sarah says, Johnny, your dinner's going to be in the dog. But look at the dinner anywhere. Anyway, so,
Yes. This
so
isn't
all
going-
the guys get back together again.
No, not really.
Is it
Yes.
like a Blues Bros. We're
Yes.
getting a band back together.
More burnt sunglasses. Yes, it is. It's. I just really loved it. I really liked it. But you know, this isn't going to be for everybody. If you didn't like Trainspotting 20 years ago, you're not going to all of a sudden like this film because it's, you know, mainly the same.
What's the music like?
Music's good, although there's a lot of 90s music in it, but it's good. I just,
Yeah, the soundtrack of the first one was brilliant.
yeah, it's
You know,
really-
with
yeah.
Underworld and Iggy Pop and all, you know. So, Ewan McGregor, I like him in this kind of film. I hate him in Star Wars. I think he's awful in Star Wars.
Well, there was an interview he did on TV a couple of weeks ago about being up for the part for Star Wars, and he actually walked away from the audition going,
He didn't
"What?"
walk far enough.
He walked away going, what am I doing this? This is not my thing. I shouldn't
Yeah.
go for this.
Well, I
But
could have told him that.
he was actually called back a couple of times. Apparently he'd be called back for a couple of auditions, and they said, no, we really want you to do this. And he says, this is not for me. This is not my thing. But they persevered, and they wanted him to do it. The makers of Star Wars wanted Ewan McGregor.
Right, okay. Must have been cheap. Must have been undercutting everybody else. What's Harrison Ford doing it for? 10 million! I'll do it for 50 bob. You know? Go and find out what 50 bob is. That's the way my dad used to talk. You know, fippins, thruppins, 50 bob, 5 bob, $1. It was all slang. Nobody knew what he was talking
No,
about.
he used to go out with a $5 for 2 days and come back with a pair of desert boots. There must be a wee man selling desert boots every corner you go in Belfast, because he was always bringing back a pair of desert boots, something to eat, and he'd been out all weekend. He had a stretchy £5 note.
Yeah.
Then I think everybody of his went to the same places and stretchy fibers.
No, the thing is, when my dad went out and all that crew, they go to the bookies. If one of them got a bet up, then they were all out all day.
I never even thought of
And
that.
that's what they did. You know?
Right.
You know? God forbid anybody go home to the house and say to the wife, yo, we're going on holidays, I got a bet up. I bought everybody in a bar drink.
Oh, I pay the bills.
I know, never mind that. Stop putting football coins in the gas meter. There's real money. By the way, going back to the news stories, you know, we get these guys in bars, apparently they'll come around and go, Want to buy a CD? Want to buy any DVDs? Want to watch what they're doing now? Want to buy a lettuce? Couple of carrots. Here, by the way, there's a cabbage. If the cops catch you, just tell them you thought it was a big sprout. Right, Trainspotting, points out of 10.
9.
9?
Yes. Oh, but can I mention I also went to see Split, and it's about the guy has 23 different personalities, and it's really good.
Right.
And I gave it a 9.5.
Okay. So
Right.
the good film you've given us 5 seconds of, right? Right, when are you on the Heat the Ball Club again?
And I'm on Saturday from 10 o'clock until 2.
I might call down again. Is that okay?
Go ahead, yeah.
Right, okay. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.